Okay, now let's talk about the VAT rates. Okay, what are these rates? Okay, what is the rate that is applicable in a particular situation for VAT purposes, right? So, VAT rates vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, from country to country. They vary, right? So, like right now in Malawi, we have the VAT rate of 16.5%. So this rate is what we call the what? It is called the standard rate. So this is the rate the Minister of Finance or whatever name they call them in other countries. This is the rate that the Minister of Finance will announce during the budget sessions that okay, uh, as a general rule, the rate which applies to all goods and services is 16.5%. So this is the rate which applies to all goods and services. Okay. It applies to all goods and services. Okay. Now they will now qualify this. You'll say, okay, but there are some goods and services which will have a what? A reduced rate. Let's say 10%. So there will be a list of goods and services with what? With a reduced rate of what? Um, of VAT. Okay. Perhaps they want to encourage people to buy certain items, let's say uh, goods in a certain location, okay, or let's say milk. Okay, so there will be a list of those goods and services which have a reduced what? A reduced rate of VAT. And then we have those goods which have a rate of zero, zero rated goods. Okay, the rate of VAT will be what? Will be zero. Okay? There will again be a list of those goods whose goods and services whose rate is zero. And then we have exempt goods and services. So these ones are exempt. There is a reason why some goods are zero rated while others are what? Exempt. So on the exempt, okay, let's start with the zero rated. On the zero rated goods, when you get your receipt um, from your supermarket, they will show you a rate goods goods which are zero rated, and they'll put the rate of zero, and the amount payable as VAT will be zero. But on exempt goods and services, there will not there won't be a rate there. Okay? You're not supposed to be charged any VAT. Under the zero rated, you are charged VAT at zero. Under reduced rate, you are charged a reduced rate, let's say 5% or 7%. Under the uh, standard rate, you are charged the rate, which is, let's say, for Malawi is 16.5%. But for exempt, you're not charged any VAT. So, what is the implication of having all these categories? Okay, there are various reasons for having all these categories of the rates, but I'll now talk about why we have the exempt now, okay, or the implications of having exempt goods and services. So what will happen will be, uh, when you are, for all these three categories of rates, when you are charged VAT, at the same time you also charge VAT. You can go to the IRA to claim if the IRA, if the input VAT is more than the output VAT. You can go and claim from IRA the extra VAT. While when you are exempt, if you pay any VAT on that, on your, let's say you're a manufacturer, you don't charge any VAT to your retailers or whatever customers, categories of customers you have. And when you pay VAT on your inputs or your purchases or your raw materials in the supply chain, when you pay your VAT, you cannot go and claim your input VAT. But for zero rated, you charge your customers at zero. But when you paid, if you paid VAT on your inputs, raw materials, labor, you can go and claim from the IRA, or in my case, the Malawi Revenue Authority. So these are the categories of the what? Of the VAT rates I wanted to share with you. Thank you.